a little bit earlier in the day. Quite a bit of sun coming in the window. Grateful for this sun on a January 17th. How was your day? What was the best thing that happened to you today? Just got off of our Zoom. I'm going to check in with my 5th day of my 101-day challenge with my number one goal is to get my waist to height ratio under 0.5. If you're wondering how to figure out what yours is, measure your waist in inches, measure height in inches, and divide it. There you go. Or ask Chat GPT or whichever chat channel you use. Got decent sleep. Got to work on my exercise. What I was very happy is in our elite email this morning is Brian Johnson said, when you set hard, high goals and you have a lot of targets, it's going to take you twice as long as what you think it will. And so this entire week I keep thinking to myself, where does the time go? So I was relieved to have Brian explain to me where it went. Oh well. So, but we'll get used to it, and I'll get into the rhythm and flow. I've got 2 really dear friends, 4 friends. We're doing it together, so it is exciting. We're supporting each other, and I'm already seeing a lot of progress and excited about what's to come. If you've got any questions about why I'm doing this, well, no, I'll just tell you why I'm doing it. My New Year's resolutions have been about the same for the last, I'd say 20 years, but I don't remember that far back. I'm one of those people who does not write her goals down very often. I've had business goals and other goals, and if you don't write them down, 70% of the people, 70 to 80% of the people do not ever write them down. And the people, and I get maybe 10%, actually follow through with it. People that write them down, I think the percentages, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I would love that. I think like 40% of the people that actually write them down. It cracks me up that there's actually a quitter's day. I saw one of the guys, Wild Man Athletics, I think his name's Mark Mike something. Anyway, he's got a lot of great free YouTube videos. He doesn't talk about losing weight. He talks about deconditioned and being overweight. He said some of the worst things you can ever tell somebody to do is to get off their big bum off the couch and go start doing burpees. You're deconditioned. You probably are having a hard time tying your shoe. Maybe you're not. It's the case with me. So I love his exercises, his program. He talks about minimal equipment. Starts out with neck exercises, kettlebell, suitcase lifts. If you don't have a kettlebell, then use an empty jug of juice or something. Not that you should be drinking juice, because there's a lot of added sugar in it. Make your own juice, but you wouldn't have the jug. But you could still buy the kettlebell. Either way, check him out. I'll put the link in if I remember. I'll remember. I'll remember. I'll put the link in so you can check them out. But I like that. People, they're just under conditioned now. Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, one of the doctors I mentioned yesterday, I don't think she's got an ounce of fat on her anywhere. Unless it's in her fingernails or something. I'm not sure where that would be. But she talks about you're not overweight, you're under-muscled. And her thing is that you've got to amp up your protein to 0.8 to 1 grams per ideal weight. There's a lot of different things about that out there. So do your research. But the three doctors that I mentioned yesterday, Dr. Peter Attia, Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, and Dr. Georgia Eads, all talk about the gross under recommended protein that we're getting. So I encourage you to do your own research. Read some of those books. These guys just came out this last year, and it's scientifically based. It is not driven by... There's medical reports out there that Coca-Cola or, follow who paid for that report. When you see something that you think, how can that be a health food? Like a Kit Kat? How can that be called a health food, right? Scratching my head. Sugar is cancer for candy. There's 61 names for sugar. So just do your own research and make sure that it's science-based, not just opinions or the medical association said that. We'll find out what the Heart Association, find out why they started it, who's in it, and who does the research, and who pays for that research, and what's coming out of it. It's unfortunate that we're being misled by people who have a lot of money and want to make more. I get it, capitalism, it's the whatever way, but not at the sake of health. I think that it's criminal. All right, so let me wrap this up. I will see you tomorrow on day 6 of 101. Thanks, and I'm going to remember to put, what was I going to put in the comments? I'll do it, though. I'll figure it out. I'll watch it. There we go. All right. Thanks, bye. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this thing off, if it ever was on. Have a good one. And remember, ask yourself what was the best thing that happened to you today. Ask somebody else what was the best thing that happened to them today. Type it in the comments if you're feeling like it. All right, bye.